Hey, Frogger! How you been, little buddy? Hey, I brought you a special little something from my trip. Here you go.
Huh?
Wait, don't tell me you've been taking it easy the whole time I've been gone. I think you need to prove to me that you haven't been slacking. By the way, Frogger, I stopped by your girlfriend Lily's to drop off her gift before I came here.
Really?
Yep. It's a one-of-a-kind thing that you won't find anywhere else. You should go by later to take a look.
And with that being said, hey guys, I'm Pete Freak and welcome to Frogger's Adventures the Rescue. This is a game from my childhood. If you don't know what Frogger is, Frogger used to be this arcade game about a frog getting across the street to the end. And it kind of, at least they tried to make it into a very popular franchise, sort of like Mario and Sonic. I don't think it really picked up because I never really heard people talk about this, but several Frogger games are a big part of my childhood, and this is definitely one of them. Made by Konami for the GameCube, PS2, and I think the Xbox as well, and it has full-ass voice acting.
Now listen up. Push the jump button to jump 2 spaces ahead. You can jump over enemies, but you can jump over traps that are moving. You can jump over holes in the ground, too. Speeds things up, doesn't it?
Nice thing about the tutorials being fully voice acted, I don't have to say crap. Anyways, the reason why I wanted to play this is that I've been in the mood to play this again, and it's honestly kind of short. At least at the beginning, you can get through it rather easily, but it'll be a nice break from any long, hard, troublesome stuff like Pokemon Sword and Shield were.
This spot right there is a checkpoint. Even if you're beaten, if you got the will to keep going, you can start from the last checkpoint you landed on.
I'm also doing this because there's like almost no documentation or like playing of this game. I chose the GameCube version because the PS2 version is what I actually grew up on, but it had an issue with the cutscenes, and I wanted to make sure the cutscenes were available.
The left and right rotate buttons will let you turn your body to the sides. It's useful when you have to get around a tight spot or make a quick exit.
Now, when I was younger, I completely ignored all the tutorials and had no idea that you could actually turn around like that. And you use it a lot, so get used to having to quickly reorient yourself in situations.
Gather 50 coins for an extra life. And if you can grab 8 coins in a row fast enough, you get extra coins as a bonus.
Lumpy doesn't specify, but I think it's 10? Yeah, you get 10 extra coins as a bonus if you collect 8 of them in a row fast enough, which is nice. Also, 50 is weird considering most live things are 100, like coins and rings.
You can grab the movable wall right there by pushing and holding the tongue button to use your tongue. Once you grab it, you can push or pull it by pressing back or forward. But you can only grab from the side with the handle.
You know, it's kind of funny now I'm thinking about it. I grew up with the PS2 version, but I'm playing the GameCube version, and I'm playing it with an Xbox controller. The circle of stupidity never seems to end.
See that foothold with a handle on it? That's a movable foothold. Push and hold the tongue button to grab it. Once you grab it, you can push or pull it by pressing back or forward. You can use your tongue from any direction to grab these footholds.
You know, in tutorial scenarios like this, I think the characters probably think that the one giving the tutorial is freaking crazy, talking about the tongue button, pushing back and forth and all that.
Now, see that pole up there? So, you probably know what to do already, huh? That's right. Use your tongue with the tongue button to grab it. Once you grab it, your tongue will do the rest and pull you right to the pole. You young frogs can go quite a distance like that.
The voice acting is really nice in this game. Like, for most old games, it's usually not the greatest, but for the most part, the voice acting is very nice here. There's maybe one character I'm not a big fan of the voice for, but I think besides that, it's all good. Also, these are Frogger heads, or whatever you want to call them. They give you an extra life, which is right there. Also, yeah, this is the tutorial section, but we'll get on to the main sections later. I'm thinking maybe I'll have a whole zone. These areas are basically split into different zones, sort of like Sonic. I think I'll have one zone per video, except in later ones where things get a bit longer.
Once you get to the goal at the end of the map, you have cleared the level. Good job, Frogger. Now, hop on that goal and I'll give you your gift.
Yay!
Yeah! In other words, to move the ship, I need to gather the energy cubes scattered in the area. And if I do that, then Lumpy and Firefly Swamp will all be back to normal, right?
Yes, that's right. Also, our scanners are picking up my friend Mechanic Frog somewhere here in Firefly Swamp. Could you please look for him? If anything happens, use the comm link to contact me and I'll help you out.
You can count on me. I'll do anything for Firefly Swamp. I'll catch you later. And please, take care of Lumpy. Huh? What's that sound? It must be the transmission that Beauty was talking about.
Frogger, can you hear me? Let me explain about us as I test the comm link. We are the Frog International Rescue Support Team, also known as FIRST. It is our job to handle difficult rescue missions. Should anything happen, I can aid you through this comm link. Got it? All right, good luck.
And with that, we've encountered our first issue. They crash-landed into Firefly Swamp, and Lumpy is about to die. Sorry, Lumps. Sucks to be you. Anyways, while I said the voice acting was great, the animations of the cutscenes I've learned from just playing this again recently, not the best, to be honest. I mean, they're fine, they're passable for this era, I guess. But considering that we're like, I don't know, like 15 years ahead, it's just, I don't know, there are some issues with the animation I'm not too big on, but again, I guess I can excuse it for being an old game. Anyways, Firefly Swamp. What you'll learn throughout the game is that most of the enemies are like copies of each other. So we have flying bees, we have praying mantises. It's a very cartoony looking game, but I think it's meant to be so. I really do wish this game was more popular. It's really fun. Except later on it does get a bit slow and monotonous, I guess, but that happens with a lot of old games like that. Anyways, to open that, I probably should have hit the tutorial thing, but we need to get that energy cube, I believe they called it.
The radar is detecting something large underwater in the area ahead. There might be something lurking down there. If anything happens, don't think twice and just run. Beauty Frog out.
Also, the character design for Beauty Frog, now that I look at it, is not the best.
Huh? What is that?
Yeah, you thought this world was just going to be full of frogs? Nope, we have catfish as well. You can stop by briefly to go grab these coins and lives if you want. You do risk getting yourself killed, but if you're fast enough, and just like that, first level's done. Like I told you, it's rather short for the first few levels, but then afterwards it does get a bit longer, but it's mostly because of how difficult these games can be sometimes. And also, it tracks how long it takes for you to get through a level, how many coins you get, and how many steps it took you. These become a bit more important in a side mode for this game, but it is interesting to look at.
I'm sorry, Frogger, but it seems that the enemy has followed us and entered Firefly Swamp. It'll be dangerous ahead, so be careful and good luck.
Looks like there's another enemy we need to be concerned about. That's strange. And suddenly this, what? Frogger can't be any older than his teens, right? Something like that. Suddenly he's being thrusted into this. What's with all these games having their protagonists be like super young? I guess it's to be more relatable or whatever. Anyway, step on this button and that should get the driftwood or something? Whatever, these platforms. God, this looks familiar.
I believe that if you press that switch over there, you'll activate the device. Use your tongue to pull the floating block within reach, and then jump on it to get to the switch.
Kind of already did that, Beauty, but thanks for the help. So yeah, you're kind of seeing this is not like your normal, or like the arcade Frogger. It kind of is, where you're like hopping around trying to avoid stuff, but it's also a puzzle. I wouldn't really say platformer, I guess. It's more like just a puzzle game. Puzzle adventure game, I guess. These over here, if you step on them, they're Venus flytraps, and just like normal Venus flytraps, they'll snap if they feel something on them. And if they snap you, you die. There's no life bar or anything, it's just one shot and you're killed, but there is a multiple life system and, as you saw, a checkpoint system. So already it's better than a lot of games. Or at least a lot of bad ones. I wouldn't say this game's bad considering how much I played it. I even just played it recently because I had to get those borders you're supposed to be seeing right now. Unless my editing self completely forgot to add the borders. Oh, so this area, I got so confused as to where to go because of that thing right over there, the little, like, half wood thing. I was like, where the hell am I supposed to go after this when I was younger? So yeah, I had to play through this in order to get the borders you see on the side, because every time you finish a zone, you unlock stuff. I pressed right, I did not press down. Well, at least now you see what happens when you die. You just go back to your last checkpoint. Which can suck when you die literally right before a checkpoint. But yeah, at the end of each zone, it unlocks things. I'm not going to be showing what all the unlocks are until the end of the game. I'm thinking it's just a bit of a bonus level, or bonus video. Ah, wait, that's not what I'm supposed to do. Thankfully, these things don't immediately kill you. I think their counterparts in future zones do immediately kill you, and I don't know if they're properly called zones. I call them zones because that's what they're called in Sonic, so... And it just made the most sense to me. Now, there won't always be coins in Series of 8s, unfortunately. Those, by the way, are little money bags that have 10 coins in them. So don't always feel so like try to look for a combo of 8 coins. You're not going to always find them. And just like that, we're already at the end of this level, too. Honestly, I think most of the time, the video length is just going to come from me screwing up constantly.
Frogger, have you gathered all of the energy cubes? The gate will not open, and you can't go further until you collect them all. Just remember, you can't grab them with your tongue. You can do it.
Again, way ahead of you, beauty. But with that, level 2 complete. Alright. Easy peasy. You can get through these first few zones really easily.
Frogger, can you hear me? Let me explain to you about the enemies at first. We are fighting against a crime organization, Tyrannical Reptiles in Power, or TRIP. TRIP is responsible for all the recent kidnappings. They're a pretty tough bunch. Some of our own first members have been captured, so please be careful.
I'll be honest with you, I kind of wish this got popular enough to where they would actually expand on the lore of this game. Because I think if they got some good writers, they could definitely make a good continuation of this game. The closest thing to a sequel, I think, is there's this one Xbox. It was on the Xbox when I played it. There's this one other Frogger game that kind of plays like this. It's a bit more modern, but it has different characters. It's kind of in a different universe on its own. And then, technically, according to, I think, Wikipedia, the technical sequel to this was a Game Boy Advance game that I played. But I'm not entirely sure. Anyways, for this puzzle, it's rather simple. We just need to move all these movable... I don't know what they call them, movable blocks or whatever. We just need to move them all into the water so the ship can move forward. I guess Frogger games aren't the most amazing games, that's for sure. I do still enjoy playing a lot of them, especially going back and playing them, but they never were like what's the right word? They never were as amazing as Mario or Sonic games. Genre defining, I guess is the term I'm looking for. I guess it's close enough. Because like Mario and Sonic games, those were pretty good. And like Pokemon as well, but these games just never picked up. There were several of them. It's not like it was a one and done thing. But I rarely, if ever, hear anyone talk about these games. Which is funny because, again, Frogger games were a lot of my childhood. I played maybe 5 or so different Frogger games, and I still have several of them. It's just that I don't play the systems they're on anymore. That's all. And with that, level 3 complete. 4 if you count the tutorial, but I'm not counting the tutorial. Only finished that in under 2 minutes. Not bad. I think this would be a fun game to speedrun.
A giant catfish is heading your way. But according to the radar, Mechanic Frog should be there too. Please defeat the catfish and save Mechanic Frog. The catfish's mustache attack can be avoided if you jump at the right time. Watch carefully, and you can probably tell what its next attack will be.
Alright, no going back. Looks like we're at boss time. Hey, weren't you the one that were chasing us in the first level and then we never saw you for 2 more levels? Good times, good times. Anyways, for this boss battle, it's pretty simple. You just have to get the boulders to the catapult and then fire them at the catfish, while avoiding the raindrop, or water drops. You just pull it with your tongue, and we also need to avoid the thing's mustache. Unfortunately, okay. The mustache can destroy the rocks, so if you're not careful, it can destroy your boulders, or whatever you want, rocks, boulders, that thing, and make you have to wait another cycle. But as I was saying, this could be a fun game to speedrun. There is a task of it on YouTube, and I think I saw it briefly, I just don't remember watching it. That's about the only bit of documentation I could really think of, besides one other person doing a Let's Play of this. That's another mustache attack, you just hop over the mustache. That time it doesn't destroy the boulder, but the other one does. So it's a pretty simple boss, you just have to kind of be quick on your feet. A lot of these bosses are being quick on your feet and hoping that your controller does not completely screw up your button combos. We got really lucky with the boulder placement this time around. And just like that, we have killed the only catfish in the area, probably. Also, this game has really, really funky and nice music. I like it.
Now, to help Lumpy, all we have to do is find Dr. Frog, right?
Greetings, my friends of First. I have some wonderful news. We will be executing Dr. Frog 3 hours from now. If you want to save him, you should hurry. Although, by the looks of your team, I doubt that you have a chance.
If we need Dr. Frog's help to save Lumpy, then I'll help with the rescue mission. What do you say, guys?
Thank you, Frogger. You're right. We're first. We must pull through for any rescue mission. Now that you're joining our team as an honorary member, I should give you this.
Thanks. I'll give it all I've got.
Frogger, are you there? To open the gate and advance through the area, you must first find the key, okay?
Yeah, we'll find your sinking key later. So, seems like things are more trouble than we anticipated initially. But I think we're gonna call this here. Like I said, we'll be doing one zone per video, except for the later ones, we'll probably be doing more, depending on how long it takes. But that's going to be it for this part. If you like what I do, subscribe to my channel, consider supporting me on Patreon, and follow me on all my social media links. All of that will be in the description. That'll be it for this part. I'll see you all next time, where we continue on through Metro Mayhem. See you all then.